For those of you who are unfamiliar with the myth of Icarus, here is a short rendition. Icarus was the son of Daedalus, the greatest Greek craftsman and inventor ever. Under the command of Minos, the king of Crete, Daedalus created a labyrinth, an ever-changing maze which became home to the Minotaur, a half-bull, half-human beast used by Minos to terrorize other cities. Theseus, an Athenian hero, sailed to Crete to face this monster, but upon meeting him, Ariadne, the daughter of Minos, fell in love with him. On Daedalus's advice, she gave him a thread to prevent him from ever getting lost within the labyrinth. Theseus managed to slay the Minotaur and escape, resulting in King Minos punishing Daedalus for aiding them. Daedalus and his son Icarus were locked away in the very labyrinth Daedalus had created, forced to invent and create weapons for Minos. Any refusal on Daedalus's part would result in the murder of Icarus. Over time, Daedalus accumulated feathers from hundreds of birds and created 2 sets of wings, each painstakingly sealed with wax. Daedalus and Icarus escaped from the labyrinth and sailed over the open sea. Daedalus repeatedly warns his son not to fly too close to the sun, yet Icarus, overcome with elation and hubris, disobeys him. The wax melts off Icarus's wings from the heat, and he plummets to the sea, where he drowns. My rendition is similar to this, except it is divided into 2 points of view, one for the sun and one for Icarus. Icarus's story begins with him clinging to the rock face, understandably hesitant to jump into the ocean. He whispers out into seemingly empty space, "What if I fall?" The sun whispers back, "What if you fly?" The story then cuts from scene to scene of Icarus falling deeper and deeper in love with the sun. Icarus has never experienced freedom of any sort before, and rushes into his situations blindly, even when warned about the inevitable outcome of his and the sun's relationship. So you must not forget that the sun is a god, seemingly considered fickle, and Icarus is a mere mortal. Icarus ignores all the warnings, and as he kisses the sun, he is burned and falls to the sea. As Icarus falls, he believes that the sun has wronged him on purpose, that the sun never loved him, and the sun had lied. Icarus drowns in the water just as he did in the original myth. The sun story, however, is what creates the real element of tragedy. It begins with the sun watching this beautiful pale boy cling to this cliff above crashing waves. The boy is speaking to the air around him, asking what's going to happen to him if he jumps. The sun responds, "What would happen to you if you fly?" The sun is traditionally associated with the caduceus because he is the god of medicine, although the caduceus is a staff with 2 snakes curling around it. Although, according to Greek mythology, this is not correct. The caduceus belonged to Hermes, the god of messengers and thieves, and the sun is actually associated with the staff with only a solitary snake curling around it. But I digress. Throughout the progression of Icarus and the sun's relationship, these snakes are winding their way up the sun's body, hissing to him that he is a god and telling him the tragedy that he's spelling by loving a mortal boy whose lifespan is fleeting compared to his own. By the time the snakes have coiled up to the sun's neck, however, the sun has had enough. He kisses Icarus and explodes with fire aimed at the snakes, which burn it into dust. The sun realizes a fraction of a second too late that he has burned his love, Icarus, as well, and races down to catch him before he hits the waves, causing the first sunset in history. The sun does not make it in time, and Icarus perishes. Here is an example of a selection from my manuscript. In Icarus's point of view, this is the sun offering the world to Icarus because the sun is a god, and the sun can give Icarus whatever he would dream of. "Let me give you the world," the sun breathed. "I do not want the world," replied Icarus. "We could waltz among the stars. Constellations would be our crowns, my love." "I care not for stars nor constellations. They are foreign and cold and live in faraway skies. I care only for you." This same scene from the sun's point of view has these words echoing the sun's head because he lives with beings of might and age and time that could destroy the world with the snap of our fingers, and to hear that all their devotion is focused on one thing. The sun has never heard that before. Anyone tell him that he is the only thing that matters to them. "I care only for you." The words thundered through the sun's mind, pounded through his veins, resounded in his chest. "I care only for you." The snakes coiled around his thighs, his waist, reminding him that he was a god, that he had watched the birth of mankind, that he had fought in immortal wars, started and ended mortal ones. But the sun had never heard those words before. I care only for you.